Welcome to Take a Step to a Better You. We are back with a Share Your Story series. And this one is a little bit different because it's going to be for if you own a community and you want to grow it, if you're an administrator of a community, a moderator of a community, a member of a community, but maybe you want to get a job in one of these communities. So I'm talking to Yuan Yufeng. Yuan Yufeng, I'm learning to pronounce it. He used to call himself Kai, which was easier for me. Now I'm learning to pronounce his name. He's in China, actually. And we discussed how I got to know him and all that, because he manages the community that I introduced here some time back, the School of Mentors, which I promote, actually. That's how I even got to get him here. I promote the communities for entrepreneurs. So if you're interested in anything business, anything school, please hang on here. And he's the head of community over there in the School of Mentors. So he's the boss. And we talked about how he got that job. So when he shared the tips, maybe you're going to learn. Especially those of you who are looking for jobs that you work from home. Yeah. So in this discussion, I don't want to make this intro too long because we really discussed many things inside, and I think you're going to love it. But I have to say who I am in case you're seeing me for the first time. I'm Sherifa Nakalema. I'm Virginia, USA. This channel, I'm changing it a little bit. I'm focused on people. If you know you are ready to create your own money, to work from home, start your own business, maybe you want to make halal money, you want passive income, you want to start a school community, those kind of topics, yeah, please consider subscribing. But like the video, even if you are not subscribing, at least like the video and share it. And remember to add a comment when we finish this video. Because what happens, I tend to premiere them and people are chatting, but then we chat and then you leave. Put your comments, put on the comment. Once the video closes like this, come on to add a comment so we know how you feel. Especially if you watch this and you are from the School of Mentors, please leave a comment for my friend here and for the owners. Maybe they'll watch it, who knows? And for those who are watching, to learn from you, from each other. So without further ado, I want to take you to our conversation, my conversation with Yuan Yufeng. I'm learning. Okay, let's get it. After that, I'll come back a little bit later and close it and show you how you could connect with him. Although he's not into social media too much, it will be just Instagram. Yeah. So let's get to the conversation. We did it at night. It was at night for me. Yeah. So watch it, please. I got you here. Welcome. And today, for those of you who are about what we share, your story series continues. And this time, for those of you who have watched the previous ones we've done, this one is a little bit different because I've been talking to schoolers. Those are people who own communities, right? But this time, I'm talking to someone who manages them. So we're going to see the perspective of managing a community. And so when I think of the largest communities we have, except the schoolers, which is the largest, as far as business people, because me, I'm business, passionate about business. Some people are doing other things, hobbies. So today, I have the pleasure of introducing you to, his name is Yuan Yufeng, and he's all the way in China, right? Although he's introduced himself. In fact, let's do this. Instead of me messing up his names, let me ask him to introduce himself briefly, please. Welcome. Let us know your name and also what you do and where you are, please. Just briefly.
Sure, Sherifa. Yeah. So my name is Yuan Yufeng. I'm currently the head of community for the School of Mentors, one of the biggest entrepreneurship communities on earth, where we bring millionaire and billionaire mentorship to you in the comfort of your home. I'm currently here in Beijing, China. I'm here relearning Chinese. And it's my pleasure to connect with Sherifa. We've been friends for a long time, and she's been a long time member of School of Mentors. So very happy to be here with you, Sherifa.
You left out one thing. What is that? You say you are made in China?
Oh yeah, my joke. I always say it to new members, and when Sherifa said it, but I do say like And my fun fact is I was indeed made in China, but the quality is good. Don't worry.
You know, in China, when they make things, because I'm from Uganda, they know when it's coming to America, the quality is better. When it's going to
That's
Africa,
funny,
they change
Sharifa.
it. They know this one is going this way.
That's a good point.
No, no, it's true. It's true. When I buy something that was made in China and I take it to Africa, to Uganda, it will be different from what they have.
Wow.
Yes. You know why? Because of the cost.
Hmm.
The cost over there is cheaper, here it's more expensive. So they put more value in this one. Okay. The intention here is actually to talk to you about managing a community because we want that perspective. But we have to talk about School of Mentors first, because also for those of you who are watching, I introduced this community some time back, about 5, 6 videos. Actually, it will be like 8 videos by the time this one comes backwards. And I said, I'm close to millionaires these days. And I invited you to come learn directly from millionaires. And soon, since I'm talking to him, I'm going to bring those videos back. I want all of you to come and learn directly from millionaires because that's what they do. So please, let's first talk about this School of Mentors. And then we end up with the managers, administrators later. Let's first, because this is more important actually. That's what you do, right? So tell us about the School of Mentors. Why? Why does it exist?
Yeah, it exists because of primarily the School of Hard Knocks. Now, the School of Hard Knocks is one of the biggest business and entrepreneurship social media channels and companies on earth right now. It's run by James, Jack, and John. They're two brothers and one really, really good friend. They became business partners. And I think about 4 years ago, they started interviewing millionaires and billionaires on the streets of America. And since then, they've grown the channel to, I believe it is now
I said
20 million
I
followers.
said
One,
3 billion views. I was
four,
recording about how this
over
about
over 4 billion views, and I
four
think
billion now. Okay.
over 20 million followers. And yeah, Jack, James, and Josh are monumental successes in the social media space. And then they did a poll for their members or their audience, and they asked, like, hey, what do you want to see from us? What do you need? How can we serve you? And the audience said, hey, we need mentorship. We need mentorship from the millionaires and the billionaires that you interview. And that's how they made the School of Mentors, where we
Didn't know
invite,
that. I
yeah,
didn't know that the audience decided that.
the audience decided it because the guys, they've learned so many times from different mentors, Sharifa, that hey, it's about what the market wants. It's about what the audience wants. You got to make data-based decisions. And they pulled their audience many times, I think. And then they started the School of Mentors, where every week we bring on a different millionaire or billionaire mentor to literally give you mentorship. And you can interact with them if your question is good enough. If you come up with a good enough
But you've been
question,
screening our questions. I didn't know.
we
I see the questions when I attend. I didn't know you were skipping some.
we are screening the questions for quality because we want to make sure that the value provided is like the best it can be for everybody. Our intention is to help everybody level up as much as possible.
And also because the
So
time is limited. So
exactly. Time is limited. And just a nitty-gritty insider view, it's basically if you've ever seen the School of Hard Knocks interviews where James is interviewing the millionaire or the billionaire, you basically get to step into James's shoes for the span of a single question.
yeah.
But what's different is you get to actually ask the millionaire or billionaire for advice about your business, about your particular life circumstance, any roadblocks. It's insane mentorship for the price of like 4 Subway sandwiches a month. It's
And
ridiculous.
and you see these billionaires when they come, if someone didn't tell you that these people are billionaire and millionaire, you wouldn't know. They are so humble. The other day he gave us his cell phone number. Do you know? I
I know.
said,
I
what?
know.
And even James was surprised. The guy was giving out his cell phone. Actually, I have it, but I haven't sent him a message. But what I did, I went on his Instagram because he said he responds to DMs. So I went and he's a billionaire. I went and thanked him. I just thanked him. I said, you are so good. And he responded. I said, what? This man is. So you get to talk to them because when James is talking to them, actually they seem to be hesitant a little bit. They're like this because he just come to talk to them. But over here, because it's intentional, they came. It's so good. We have to, yeah, it's very interesting actually, and they share everything, everything.
And they share everything because of James. James has built that personal relationship with them to
Hmm.
where they speak to us like we're part of the inner circle already. So I got to give a huge shout out to James.
Yes, it's
And
really good.
everybody inside the School of Mentors is benefiting immensely because James has a personal friendship with these people now. So,
And you know, James will have to say kudos to him, give him kudos because depending on the person he meets, the question just come flowing, the right questions. Yeah, once someone says, okay, say, how do you buy this? I own this. And then the question, the right questions come. They're not the same questions, right? He's really good.
no,
And
I
we
mean,
didn't mention that these are young people. How
yeah,
old are they
yeah.
now?
Oh man, James,
I
I
think it's
think James
24
is
or 23.
24, 24. Jack, I think, is 26, and Jack is the older brother of the Dumoulin family. Their names are James Dumoulin and Jack Dumoulin. James is the interviewer on the street.
Yes. Who do you see benefiting most?
The people who benefit the most, I'm going to start with a psychographic, as in like what is the psychology of the type of person that benefits the most,
Yes.
and then I'll move to demographic. So,
Hmm.
in terms of the psychology, the person who benefits the most, and the people who stay the longest and benefit the most because they stay the longest too, are people who are aware of the importance of self-development and getting around the right people, putting themselves in the right rooms, getting the right information, and they understand the importance of continuous self-development.
Yes.
What the School of Mentors is I honestly believe it's one of the greatest self-development opportunities on earth right
Yes.
now because you literally are downloading the mindset, skill set, and tool sets of millionaires and billionaires. You're downloading billionaire and millionaire consciousness. And I'll give you a great quote, Sharifa, from Lao Tzu. He's a Chinese philosopher. He said, "Watch your thoughts, they become your words.
Yes.
Watch your words, they become your actions. Watch your actions, they become your habits. Watch your habits, they become your character. Watch your character, it becomes your destiny."
Did you
And when
post
you
about that? Oh,
I've
you're not finished.
spoken.
You are finishing it? You didn't finish it? I thought it was done.
That's the end of the quote, but let me cap it off, which is if you come in here like this at the School of Mentors and you're downloading the thoughts of millionaires and billionaires because they're sharing their real thoughts with us because of that personal connection with James, you're going to start thinking like they think. You're going to start seeing the same opportunities that they see in life. You start communicating at that same executive level. You're going to start executing in life like they do, and you're going to start earning like they earn. So,
And do you know, until I came to the USA, okay, before I came to USA, I was like they're training to become a manager in where I was working. This is the equivalent to like the IRS over here, like a tax authority over there, right? It's
yeah.
called URA over there. For the first time, forget college. For the first time, I got to know the importance of personal development because they were
Mm,
training us to become managers. And they were
mm,
first of all finding what kind of managers we were. They had like a blue manager, a green manager, a red manager from the way we were reacting and the way we were behaving. And the next time I got to know about the importance of personal development was this book
Rich Dad Poor Dad.
because Robert Kiyosaki was explaining that you have to change your mindset, right?
Hmm.
So now, I'm a huge fan. In fact, on my channel, I talk about a lot of that. I am affirmations and all these things we must do. And the thoughts are things. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. That's very good. So you said that's number one. What else? You were describing the person.
Oh yeah. So now in terms of like demographics, what I've seen is the School of Mentors is very, very helpful for people who need like clarity on one, like what it takes to really succeed in business. Because the mentors, the millionaires and billionaires, they're coming here, they're sharing their real stories. They're sharing the real struggle of
Yeah.
entrepreneurship, the reality of the day to day and the expectations that you need to have going in if you want to succeed. So it's super helpful for people who need clarity on what the entrepreneurial journey is actually like, as well as for people who need clarity on themselves. Because what I've seen is like being in a room with these types of people is like being with a magnet. So magnets, here's how they're created. You create a magnet by rubbing a very powerful magnet with the new magnet, and that's how you magnetize a new magnet.
Yes, yes, I heard of
Um,
that.
yeah, and that's one of the ways. And when we go and we interact with these millionaires and billionaires, we're magnetizing ourselves with their energy, and they're showing us how to think, how to be, how to move, how to pivot, how to think, and it's incredibly powerful. So it's like just being in the room with these people, I can see like, oh, this is a thought that I used to have that I really need to reframe to like how this person thinks. Like it gives such great clarity on where I'm at in my journey. Maybe, hey, am I thinking about stuff correctly? Do I have the right mindset? And like it just reveals, it reveals.
You know what it reveals the most? The
Mm,
limiting beliefs.
yes.
Like you say, I didn't think I could do that, or I could do that. Now I see, let me mention at this point that because I come to that community and I see other communities, when you go to the schoolers, that's where the community owners are, and you are in their communities, and then you come to this community, the big difference you find, people think small. People think small, and over there, when someone is asking a question, there could be a young person, but you see the thing they're talking about, they say, what? These people are different. So here, even like someone was saying the other day that I want to grow my community to 1,000 members by the end of 2026. And then they say, I'm working so hard. This is my thing. I said, really? You could grow to 1,000 even in 3 months if that's what your goal. If that's what you see what I mean? It's like thinking that 1,000 is big when actually it's not. Except if you are looking for very, very unique people. But if you are really just looking for people who just become members in a community, we're not talking about business owners yet, just members who come to your community. I think 1,000 is a small number. But because we have these limiting beliefs, we don't even believe we could get to 3,000 or whatever. Because when I joined the School of Mentors, you are at 4,000, around 4,000. Now it's like seven.
Mm, yep.
And that's a different kind of community because what they pay every month, the commitment, those are real business owners. But a regular person to just come to a community, a free community, I should have mentioned that. A free community. Like it's easy to get people, right? Don't you think? Because it's free.
Yeah, I mean, I think the level of thinking in a free community, just to clarify, will definitely be a lot smaller than the level in a paid community,
Yes,
especially for entrepreneurs.
yes.
Like what I've seen is our members, they think big and they believe in themselves and they believe in others too. So like it's such a great space with like-minded people all looking to succeed and build together, learn together as entrepreneurs. And there's that African proverb, right? Which is if you want to go far, go alone. Or no, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And in the School of Mentors, we're going together, we're thinking big together, and we have amazing members like Sherifa who will challenge your
No, I'm not
thinking.
there all the time. There are some who are glued to it. I see them all the time.
But like even Sharifa coming in and challenging somebody, hey, like 1,000 is a good goal, but you could go 10,000, you know,
Yes,
10x is easier than
yes, we
two.
still have a whole year. It's still January. You're saying December, 1,000. I'm like, no.
I
So
love
there's something you
it.
mentioned there. Oh, I'm skipping it. Okay, what were you talking about? Because there was something I wanted to. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I wanted to say that your community is different. We are comparing. I found it at 4,007, but people have to commit to paying every month because it's not a
Mm.
small amount, right? So these are people who believe in paying. No, what I know, what I mean is small. It's not a small amount compared to other communities because there are communities that charge $7. Yeah, I don't want to sound like it's an expensive community,
No, no,
but
no. That's not it at all. The way to think about it, and I want to help you shift your thinking is price is only an issue if value is absent.
mm,
Price is only an issue if value is absent. And for access to like the minds, like the
yeah,
real thoughts, the real consciousness of millionaires and billionaires, I think what we charge for it is nothing.
Yes, and
Like,
where I was going with that was
yeah.
is for people who value that.
Mm. And
Because not
for people who understand what value is,
eh,
Sharifa, a lot of people don't understand what value is. They don't understand that, hey, this person that literally came on, they charged $15,000 for an
yes,
hour of their time.
yes.
Like we have people
And
who
we are
come
getting
on.
all these nuggets and all. Yes.
Exactly.
Mm. Okay, so that's good. So who have you seen change? Like you say, oh, because you see them, you know them. But at this point, let me mention something to those who are watching. What I've seen about you, especially two things. Number one, communication. I think they're seeing it here too, but they
Mm,
can't see it. You see it more when you're managing people.
mm.
Communication is number one. I wish I could talk to your bosses. You have bosses about this. Communication are number one. Number two is getting to understand these people. Like you're interacting with so many people, so many people, but you tend to to get to understand the person. The person is okay. Everyone feels heard by you, and you are patient. And I don't even know how you get to understand all these accents. People are from the whole world, right?
Mm.
Do you really understand everything, or you have ChatGPT right there trying to help you out?
I appreciate it, Sharifa. I take my time to listen and I do my best to understand everybody. So for those who don't know, I'm a Buddhist practitioner. I've been a Buddhist for I think 8 years and a Vipassana meditator for about 7. And Zen Master Thich Nhat Hanh from the Plum Village tradition, he's one of my biggest teachers. He said that understanding is the foundation of love. In fact, it is love's other name. It's that important. Understanding is another name of love. It's a synonym of love. And what I found is like, as I practice that personally, and professionally, understanding is also the key to business success because if you can listen really well to your clients, to your members, you can really identify their pain points and you can really help them out. And the ability to really help them out, that's what value is. And when you're able to deliver that value, you are well compensated for that value. So I think understanding it's the foundation of love and the foundation of success. And that requires good listening.
Okay, so how do you get them to speak to you? So in that, for example, I have a community and I
Mm.
want people to know what their pain points are. So how do you get for them to tell you? How do you get them to tell you?
So yeah, Sharifa, I mean, just like you welcomed me here to your house, right? You said, "Hey,
I
I
call
got
it
you
my
here.
house, yes.
You're here in my house." That's how I think about community as well. When I run a Zoom room, I treat it like my living room. That's the energy that I want to create, and I'm inviting everybody to come to my living room together. I'm
Yeah.
having tea right here. And do you know why I crack the made in China joke every time?
Mm-hmm.
I
No.
do it as I do it as an icebreaker,
Yes.
strategically to help everybody relax. They know that it's not that serious and like they can be vulnerable here with me. So I tell that joke to relieve the tension, to break the ice, and to kind of open up the family atmosphere.
Okay. So, but I think it's deeper than that, what you do. It's deeper
Mm,
than just cracking a joke. You really, because I could see the way you deal with someone when they are doing something you don't like, or you don't approve, the way you approach that, I think that's where the professionalism comes. I've watched it. Like when
mm,
someone is, because we deal with moderators everywhere, you see
mm,
how they deal with people. They don't give them a second chance.
mm.
And like for me, English is my second language. I don't think I could pull that off. Like when I know someone is here annoying, very annoying, like how to talk to them and they don't even decide to leave or cancel their subscription. You see what I mean?
Yeah, I always put the person first, and I know that, everyone is doing the best that they know. Everyone is always doing the best that they know. And I also know that karma, it's instant. So anything that I'm putting out into the universe, it's coming back to me immediately. And here's why. I'll show you. For me to direct any emotion at you, Sharifa, it has to come through me to you. So anytime I'm feeling any way towards someone else, I myself have to feel that way because energy moves through us to the other person. And like any word that I speak too, anything that I say, I have two ears and it immediately goes back into my own system as soon as I say it. So I'm super conscious and aware of the energy that I'm putting out and the things that I'm saying because I know it's going to impact me immediately and down the line. So what I do my best is I try to meet people where they're at. I try to be patient with them and I do my best to empower, uplift, and educate them because I really care about people. I got a lot of love for people and I got a lot of love for myself. So I'm going to do the right thing for myself and for them.
But there is a huge assumption right there that
Mm.
everyone knows what to do.
No, I don't assume that everyone knows what to do. I see
No, no,
where
no.
they're.
I mean you. You know how to handle them. You see, you know about the energy just described. So if someone comes and they're intending to make you mad, you. So how do you handle that? Because their intention, you said maybe that's not, you didn't think that's what their intention, but could be their intention.
It's a great question, and I don't have the perfect answer. I'm not sure. Sometimes I do get annoyed, but I do my best to be patient about it. So I'll literally just tell myself, okay, patience, patience. What is their intention? And if their intention is to be disruptive, I'm going to give them a warning. And if they don't heed that warning, I will remove them.
Have
I'm
you
okay.
removed people?
We have removed people, but it was after giving them chances. And like, I always like try to give people chances and I give them a chance to change. Sometimes people don't know what they're doing. Most people, they don't know what they're doing, and it's just their own pain that's spilling over. And in those circumstances, I do my best to educate first, understand, and give them a chance. But if they do break the set boundary there, I'll remove them.
So you could
Simple as
even
that.
cancel a membership.
Of course. Yeah.
You have done it.
Yeah.
What could they do to earn them that? That earn them that? Like to be cancelled? Like what could they do?
Well, if they spam people inside the community and we ask them to stop spamming people and they keep spamming people, they're out. If
What
they
else?
if they're negative, if they speak poorly of others, if they put other people down, we'll remove them.
Let's get to, we've talked about the School of Mentors, and you see, those of you who are watching me, you see me, I'm going to talk more about it and invite you. Especially if you own a school community, this is a good place for you. If you want to grow it, yes, it's a good environment. Let's switch to the other reason I want to talk to you. Because most people right now, most people, not all of them, but most people, they are managing their communities. But I also interact with many people who have jobs and they are so busy and they're wishing they could hire someone to do. Although I encourage them to first know how school works, but I say you could actually hire a moderator. Someone could even manage it even better than you. It's like social media, how people manage, hire people to do it for them.
Yep.
So let's talk about that because I know that your story is you are a member and then they hired you to moderate, to manage it, right?
Yep.
So should we talk about that first? Maybe you share how that happened, then we get into the qualities of a good moderator. Qualities, what do they do? How do you pick a good one? So what happened for you?
Yeah, Sharifa. So before joining the community, or like as I joined, I'd read this book called The Go-Giver by the great Mr. John David Mann, who we actually brought on as a mentor. Shout out Rob. He's another one of our admins, an amazing member of our team. And
Mhm.
he brought John David Mann to be a mentor. But long story short, I'd read The Go-Giver, a small portion of it, and I started immediately applying those principles inside the School of Mentors as a member. So basically, what a go giver is, there's a go giver and there's a go getter. We know the go getter. Imagine there's a pie. The go getter is like, how can I get a piece of this pie for
Yes.
myself? That's good.
Yeah.
The go giver is, hey, how can I make this pie bigger for everybody? How can I provide more value? And the go giver leads with value, does it unconditionally, and gives to as many people as they can, just leading with value. That's the key. And I did this inside the School of Mentors as a member. I
Good.
joined as a member, And I just was very proactive. I helped people out with mindset, with communication. I took really great notes of the mentorship calls. That was a gap that I perceived that no one was filling. And I took fantastic notes. I shared it with everybody.
I was there,
And
I watched it.
yeah, and I also helped Jack, one of our co-founders, run a networking session. Mid-session, I like near the beginning, I felt there was a better way to do it. I communicated that to Jack, and we ran the session the way that I felt would be better, and it was good. And after that, this was probably like 3 or 4 weeks in, I'd been made member of the week, and then Jack reached out to me. He's like, "Yo, like, do you want to be our community manager?" No interview, like, didn't reach out to their
Because you are doing
15.
better than some
It was
leaders already, right?
Yeah, yeah, it was cool, and it was an internal promotion. That's something that we really focus on a lot
Yes,
here, internal promotions. So that's the story of how I became the community manager, and
for
then
weeks.
I was later promoted to head of community.
No, I
Or
watched that. But when I came, you are a manager at that time. I think they
Hmm,
just promoted you, and you were the only one at that time.
yep.
So tell me, so how quickly were you promoted, you said? After you had said how long?
I was a member, I think, for like 3 or 4 weeks.
Really? So
Yeah,
which means, because I remember coming around August of 2024, do you remember which year, which month you started, you went?
I started August 12th, I believe.
Really?
Yeah.
So when I saw you were new also?
Yeah, I started August 12th of 2024, I believe.
That's
And
interesting.
yeah, it was cool. It was cool.
You look
And
like you are at home already. Oh my God. And how did you, we didn't even ask you. Normally, I ask the other people who come to school how they came to school. Let's do it backwards. How do you find school then? Or this community?
yeah, I think I was on TikTok or Instagram, and I was just watching the School of Hard Knocks content, and I saw James saying, "Hey, like, do you want to join the School of Mentors and get mentored by millionaires and billionaires?" I'm like, who would say no to that? Like,
And that's how
yeah,
I came too.
exactly.
Yes, that's good. So that point when you said go giver and go getter, I tend to
Mm.
call my people the go getters, but is there a middle ground? Is there something in between? Because that's what I do. I do both. So what do you call those? Because I'll change and call my people that one, the one in the middle. Give and get.
That's good. Yeah. It's so interesting because rule 5 of the go giver is a bit counterintuitive, but it's like in order to be a go giver, a good go giver, you have to be open to receiving as well. You
See?
have to be open to it. So
See?
I'd say like go giver first and then graciously receive. Um, but what I've seen at the very top is people who are at the top, they are go givers, go
Yes.
giver, go, but they also stay open, they stay humble, they ask for help, they open their mouth. And
I miss that part. The go I call say go getter, but actually I don't know how to receive. I remember you were giving me I am affirmation, remember? You give me
yes,
affirmations. I
yes,
tend to give. And Alex Homozy, you know Alex Homozy. He
yep,
talks about that. Give. But then you may forget to receive. You may give everything. I mean, leave nothing. So how do you do that? No, we need to find an answer. Maybe you're gonna ask ChatGPT to give us a middle ground between go giver and go getter right here. I need to. That's my assignment, and your assignment too. Find out the right term. That's the one I want to use because I call them go getters. Okay, let's move. So what are the? That was very interesting. I didn't know you were new.
I was.
So what are the qualities of a good? Let's start on moderator. Because we have to know the difference between a moderator and admin. You want to explain the difference?
Yeah, I mean, moderators can moderate the main feed. They
The
can
posts?
posts, yeah. I don't think they can change too much content inside of school.
No, me, I know because I own communities. I know what they're limited to because,
Can you tell
yes,
them what they're limited to, Sharifa?
because the moderator can, you decide what they can do actually. But
Mm,
Skool changed it a little bit recently. But what I know, they cannot, even an admin cannot touch anything to do with money. You cannot go and change the price, for example. You cannot
mm,
say, yes, you cannot do that one. But moderator mostly does that. But I wanted to ask from your perspective, the practical. I see the theory that the moderator does this, like an admin can approve people, can, oh, it's over there. Let me talk to the people watching. When you have a community, go up there on members and look at roles. They define exactly, but they changed them recently. What a moderator is allowed to do and what an admin can do. But I've been an admin on the community and I saw the one thing that you can't do. You cannot change prices. You're not getting to the money part. That one is for the owner, the person who owns the community. But I want to talk to you about the practical. Like if you have a moderator, normally what they do.
Yeah, we have a moderator. Shout out Carlo. He's an amazing moderator, and they monitor the main feed and they respond to people on the main feed. So you want someone who's very attentive, detail oriented, proactive, and friendly, but also firm with the rules. So, like Carlo does a lot. He welcomes in new members, so he responds to new member posts, gives them a very nice and warm welcome, maybe directs them to a resource or two. And he also makes sure that anything that is spammy gets deleted. And we also give feedback on why it was deleted. Maybe this person was just spamming their own offer. And we give them feedback, constructive feedback on how to improve and actually deliver value in the future. But in general, yeah, you just want someone that's attentive, proactive, and can be both friendly and firm.
So they are watching every post?
Um, Pretty much, yeah.
Only one person can do that?
It's a shift for sure. I think, yeah, I'll have to ask Carlo exactly how he does it, but he gets to a lot of people. So shout out Carlo.
Yes, so because I'm wondering because these people post anytime, right? So which means a post could go on for hours before it's moderated.
But that's the thing. We have a big team. I'm there as well. Athen is there as well. Michael is there as well. We got eyes on it. Carlo is the main lead on it, but we have
Oh.
team members supporting
So
and
the others
checking.
could also see it.
Of course, of
And of
course.
course, even the members can say this is not right over here.
Exactly.
Now I get it. But what
Yep.
about that response that you sent to them? Is it automated or?
Sometimes we have certain automated things that we can say to them. Sometimes we'll type it out ourselves personally. Um, Sometimes it's a combination of the two.
And said this one was moderated. I know in the Schooler they say your post was moderated because it didn't do this, but I think those are automated maybe.
Yeah, some of them are automated. It's probably someone who's, I'll give you a good tool. You should download this if you need to save scripts. It's called Text Blaze. Text
Text
Blaze.
Blaze.
And what you can do is you can put in automated scripts that you can, it's cool. They let you save it using a shortcut. So you could do dash um, SN, your initials, and then it'll populate whatever you've saved in there. Maybe it's your signature. Maybe it's Sherifa Nakalema,
Mm-hmm.
school affiliate extraordinaire. And like you
Mm-hmm.
can just type in dash SN, copy and paste whatever you saved there for you.
And it will send it. And
It'll,
you send it.
and then you send it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think in the schoolers, in the schoolers, they used to be very, very strict. You couldn't, whatever value you are providing, like I remember one time I was teaching something about the 80-20 rule,
Mm,
and they removed my post. I
mm,
said, really?
mm.
So Andrew, at that time, they were very, very strict. He came back and said, yeah, we don't want anything. But then I realized they actually wanted only thing that we were talking about school. So
Got it.
any other topic, no. But that was then. Right now,
Yeah.
they have so many members. When Alex almost bought 100,000 new communities, they couldn't limit them because people were like asking questions. Now they relax the rules. But before, they say we don't want any of that. You're not here to teach. No. Say, wow. Anyway, so let's move on to, you said it's better to hire from inside, to promote from inside.
Generally, we do our best to do internal promotions. Internal promotions are generally really good because these are people who love what you do already. They understand your product, they understand your
They
service.
know the feel of what's good and what's right.
Exactly. And
Yes, so
and
let's, okay,
and
continue
an-
on, please.
yeah, and another thing is sales. Sales is a transfer of belief.
Yeah.
What's really doing the selling, aside from the technical knowledge, is your confidence in the product or service. You give people reassurance with your belief and with your confidence. And if you promote internally, these are people that have that belief and confidence already because they're your loyal members or they're your loyal customers and they believe in you, they believe in the product, and they'll sell the product even better than you can probably. So
So
that's another
has
benefit.
someone said no? You wanted to give them a moderator or something, and they said no, I'm not interested.
I don't, maybe like one, but pretty much everybody that we've offered anything to, like they really
They really
want to
love
do
it.
it. And there's a lot of people that reach out that want to help us that we unfortunately have to say no to because there's no openings for that at the time. But yeah,
So without talking about the community directly, but just advice. So if I'm hiring someone,
mhm.
that's a full-time job because in America we say a W-2 or 1099. Is that a full-time job? Is it per hour or contractor, employee? What's that?
It could be anything that you want it to be. I mean, it could be W-2. You could hire them part-time. You could hire them full-time. You could hire them contract, whatever you want. I think hire as you need, whatever you need, whatever level of like commitment you need in that role, hire for that.
For that. So it could be come moderate from this time to that time when you know maybe you're not available. Okay, I'll pay you like this, like this. I'm getting to a section of tips, just tips for owners of communities who are considering hiring moderators, admins. Then for admin, someone is an administrator, and also for moderators. Let's start with owners. Just what to be careful about.
In terms
Oh,
of
no, no,
hiring,
no, sorry. Owners of communities.
in terms of hiring, or in terms of like
Hiring, managing a community, what tip would you give them?
hiring. We have a hiring principle which is A players only. We only hire A players, and
Wow.
A players are people who are high energy, who are positive, who are proactive, and who go above and beyond. And they are people who look for solutions before you can even see the problem. Like that, that's the type of person that we want here
Oh,
at
that's
School of
smart.
Mentors, at School of Hard Knocks. We recommend you hire A players only, because that's we only work with A players, and it's important to pour into those A players, invest in them, take good care of them. And then as an owner, like in terms of taking care of the community, I think just showing up is very important. Um, don't underestimate the power of your attention. Like a like from an owner. Like
Yes.
I was watching a video with Sam Ovens in School News. Like
That's what I was gonna say. Some of it is good at that.
a like from Sam Ovens could make
Yes.
somebody's day. It could make
Yes.
somebody's day.
Yeah.
And I just think like owners just showing up, liking a few things, even just commenting once or it makes a big difference.
Yes.
So owners, I would recommend that they show up and be present with the community. You don't have to hover like a helicopter, but just a little bit of engagement, like
But you
it
see,
goes a
it's
very long
weird
way.
because someone could be the smart one, and they don't. Oh, sorry, they feel they want to be the smartest one, and they don't want to hire those A players. Like they say, no, I don't want someone who's gonna take over my idea or something. They're too smart. The way you did with them, they appreciated what you did to suggest some good things. But another one could be intimidated by that, don't you think?
Well, it's interesting because I mean, if you're the type of person that whose ego is too fragile
Mm,
to hire A players and trust them, like
mhm.
I don't see that type of person being able to scale beyond a certain limit.
Yes,
I mean,
because you need smart people.
at a certain limit, like at a certain size or scale, you need teammates, you need good people, and no one person can do everything.
Yeah.
Um, so I would just encourage people like that because it's a trust issue, Sharifa. I think
Mm,
it's a trust issue at the end of the
mm.
day. And they need to learn to trust that there are people that are better than them at certain things, And it's not even in their best interest to be doing everything because you want to hire people whose zone of genius, like they have zones of geniuses that they're better at these things than you. You want to
Mhm.
put people who are better than you at things that you don't like to do or that things that drain you and take your energy. And then you can focus on being your most happy, energetic, vibrant, powerful self in the discipline that you love.
And do you allow them to have communities too, or once they are working for you, then they can't start communities?
This is something that I'm not sure about. Um, yeah, because
Because they
I'm
could go and become your competitors, like the rules about you don't start a business until you it's a certain time. That's not today. Let's leave that one because the time is limited. How about admins? What's your tip for someone other hired other than admin?
I think yeah, just be an A player again, like be very proactive. I think be a go-giver. And yeah, just pour into the community from your own skill sets. Like whatever it is, and I think we do this very well at the School of Hard Knocks and at the School of Mentors. We really give a lot of space for people to shine and to expand in the things that they're really good at. Recently, I me and our junior community manager Michael. He's an amazing guy.
I
Shout
know
out
him. He
Michael.
just sent me a message to give
Um,
feedback.
and Michael and I, we've been working together on systems and operations. I realized during a team meeting that Michael has an incredibly systematic mind, and he's very good at putting together systems, communicating about those systems, documenting. And I had a conversation with him and just noted to him that, hey, we really need this type of stuff. And now Michael has grown in that role significantly. So
See?
for admins, for anyone in any company, the best way to succeed in that company and in your role is to go and look for gaps in the company.
Look for
Don't
them.
ask, just look for gaps that need fulfilling, look for areas that could be better, and see, hey, is there something in my skill set that I could do to help address this and do it proactively and communicate about it, of course, but find proactive solutions. And that's the best way to succeed.
You
It's
have
not
to
the
have
person.
the owners have to be good also to
The owners
listen.
have to be good also. Yes,
Yeah.
they do.
So the last one, then we end it. How about the moderators? The one who are you have tips for moderators, the ones that are checking the post and stuff, how to behave, because I think there's something we didn't even talk about. Onboarding people. Onboarding people. People just arrive, they don't know about this. How do you or a moderator handle that sometimes, or an admin, right?
Let's talk about onboarding. I think in terms of onboarding people, it's you have to put yourself in the customer's shoes, in the member's shoes. The best way to do it is to think about the member experience from the perspective of a member. What is the member journey? How can we make them feel cared for as soon as they come in? And how can we connect with them? How can we send them to the right places so there's clarity and not confusion? Because a confused member is a member that leaves. A
Yeah.
member that has clarity is a member that stays. A member that feels cared for is a member that stays. And that's something that we're very intentional about at School of Mentors. We make every member feel cared for. We give them clarity. We welcome them in, like as soon as we can, to the community with a personalized outreach message. We direct them to a resource that they need or could be beneficial to them. And we put together a very comprehensive welcome course as well. And we also have, I just think like it's also about connecting on a human level.
Yeah.
It's not just going straight into the business. I think connecting on a human level is very, very
Okay, what
important.
was the best tip for human level? How do you connect with a new person who just arrived? What's the human level then?
Well, I mean, what I've seen works for me is like doing an icebreaker, like saying, hey, like introducing who you are, introducing your role. So there's credibility there. So I'd say, hey, my name's Yufeng. I'm the head of community here at the School of Mentors. Welcome in. Super happy to have you here. Be genuine, be authentic, give them a warm, nice welcome, and then crack a joke, make an icebreaker. And my fun fact is, I was actually made in China, but the quality's good. it sets people at ease, you know?
But what about those who don't show up? They don't come for onboarding call. They don't do anything. How do you deal with those?
We do outreach to every new member. Every new member that comes in, we make sure to do outreach to every single one of them, welcoming them warmly through DMs. And also, they can participate in the weekly community circle calls. This is a new initiative that me and Michael put together.
I haven't seen
Uh,
that one. When is that one?
so it's starting this Friday.
Oh,
This Friday, and it's going to be every Friday and every Monday. Me and Michael run these, and it's
mhm.
going to be to help new members connect with veteran members. We'll be there to answer member
I want
questions.
to attend some of those.
Please come, Sharifa.
We cover. What do you think? Is there something else you want to mention?
I'm good. I'm good. Yeah.
What's the closing? Let's invite them to School of Mentors.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, look, if you all want to level up with like-minded people and learn directly and like download the consciousness, the thought patterns, the mindsets, the skill sets and tool sets of millionaires and billionaires who are sharing like their real secrets,
Yeah.
because our co-founder James has a personal relationship with them. And some of these people charge $15,000 per hour or more. We've had CEOs of Fortune 500 companies come. We've had people who've made billions of dollars come. Then please come and join the School of Mentors. Again, I'm Yufeng. I'm the head of community there, and I welcome you with open arms. It'd be great to have you. Everybody's leveling up there
And most
together.
of the time there is a free trial sometimes, right? Most of the
Yeah,
time there is a free trial or the special. They switch them
exactly.
around. You can
Exactly.
have it 7 days for free. You see what's inside, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Come
Yeah.
and try the community.
Yeah.
We'll give you one free ticket for one mentorship call, and then you
Really?
get
I need to get that one. I didn't get that.
well, well, that's the way that we're gonna frame it. That's how we're talking about it. You get
Oh,
like, access to one event inside
oh,
of the School of Mentors
oh,
and
okay.
a 7 day free access to the community. And then
Me, I'm
after that,
already inside now. I can't leave because I'm promoting it.
there
So
you
yeah,
go.
we are excuse me, we are stuck together. I'm stuck on you. I'm stuck on you.
Hey, I'm in your living room, Sharifa.
Yes,
I'm
yes,
here.
yes. I really appreciate your time. We came on this is okay, it's evening for you. It's very early morning for me, but I really like to do them like this because this home where I live, there's the bus stop. Like a bus stop, really kids gather over there. So they could be coming from school or going to school. So I like, although Zoom, I think takes out those sounds, but I like to do these at night. I record them at night. So thank you so much. I really enjoyed the conversation. Thank you so much. Please, when you watch this, add your takeaway. What do you take away? You know, he's special. The communication is good. The passion, he makes you feel at home. So go, come. Okay. Thank you all so much. Thank you, and thank you for watching it. And I'll add a closing on it after this. And then we see. You have any socials? You know, you want them to connect with you directly apart from this School of Mentors, or you don't? You're not interested.
If they want, they can follow me on my Instagram.
What do you post about?
Mostly just like mindset, things that I've learned, takeaways from the millionaires or billionaires, things that are on my mind that I think could help people level up because
Okay.
I'm always absorbing this every single day.
You're doing a good job. And hopefully they're going to promote you to investor, whatever, partner. I don't know what they call them. They add you'll be the fourth one. We could
I
say
think
you
it'd
are
be
the
great.
fourth one. Yeah,
I appreciate that, Sharifa. Thank you.
that
Yeah,
would be a good thing.
it'd be great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going to talk to one of them and say, you give him a little portion.
Thank you, Sharifa.
Because he's
Also,
playing a good
guys,
job giving, but thank you so much.
for everybody that's watching this, I also have to give Sharifa amazing praise. She woke up at 4 a.m. to
Yes.
do this interview. So, guys, give it up to Sharifa. She's a very, very hardworking lady. So, mad respect to you, Sharifa.
Thank you so much. And we really like you a lot. And you could feel the people, they all feel very good when they're around you because I'm there a few times. Actually, all the people are good. Yeah, all the people are good. So thank you so much for your time.
Sure
Okay,
thing.
bye-bye.
Bye.
So what do you think? I think like I said, communication is his big thing. Feeling, connecting with people because he's there with people from many countries. He wakes up sometimes because of the time differences, and just a gentle soul. So thank you so much. If the owners of School of Mentors ever watch this, please, he's a good one. He's a good catch, okay? And you know it. So what I took away from here mostly was those quotes that he was giving. I wrote one of them, says, understanding is the foundation of love. I think we all need this one. Understanding, because he takes time to understand people when they're communicating. I see him all the time. And also this one where he said, he was quoting someone else, and he said, thoughts become words, then words become actions, then actions become habits, and then habits become your character, and then your character becomes your destiny. I mean, that's how you end up in life. Isn't that powerful? Those thoughts are killing us. Normally we say thoughts are things. Now he made it even longer. That was a good one. So please, if you don't take away anything, take away that. Just know that the things, the words, the things you do, the habits, the things you do consistently, and they become you. And then, so if you are trying to change yourself, actually, I suggest you come to the School of Mentors. There is a link in the description. The link to School of Mentors is only in the description, and that's my link. I promote School of Mentors, so I'll say if you are considering going to School of Mentors, connect with me, Sherifa Nakalema on Skool, because I'll give you some tips. And you have a friend, because I'm inside there and I'm on Skool and I have communities, right? Don't do it alone. You'll benefit from connecting with me. But if you are the kind that, you are independent, you don't need to be bothered, then just go. When you go there, you're going to find either special, they made it so cheap today, or it will have a free trial. So whatever I find, I encourage you to go inside. Now, for those of you who want to connect with my friend here, he's on Instagram, and on Skool, in the School of Mentors. He's busy. He's busy. If you want to be around him, like on Zoom, and hear all the things he talks about, go try it for 7 days. You're going to feel him. When you see on the calendar, they're announcing there is a live, something going on, networking, or a new millionaire is coming, or stuff like that, make sure you join. So that's how you get the feeling of this community, by going on live. I love those lives. Then you see how they welcome you. You'll be hooked. You'll be hooked. There are people who are hooked over there. You feel good if you connect. So please, if you need to watch this again, to where he was describing, especially if you have a community or you're thinking about getting a job on Skool or the kind, go back and watch it, because I think you'll benefit. And like I'll end these, I say, take very good care of yourself, take very good care of your families, take very good care of your health. Without health, you have nothing. Without health, you have nothing. So let's take care of it, especially if you are healthy right now. Make sure you walk, you eat those vegetables, you sleep. I'm trying to sleep. Sometimes I don't, because I have to do these at night, but I try at least to take naps. And I'm really working up to that. I'm 58 years, so I have to do that. I have to think of life, a healthy life later. Okay? Take yourself to a better, but please leave us a comment, especially if you came on a premiere, even later. A comment there on the video, not in the chat, on the video. Okay? Take yourself to a better you. We appreciate you. Like it, share it, subscribe. Yeah, that's how you support this message. If you want me to interview you, come on Skool. We can talk about it here. Okay, bye-bye.